All right. So we're going to be talking about sort of have some trilogy playing. We're going to be talking about this one piece of this particular interview, which I know is going to upset and whatnot with some people, and that's fine. But essentially, it is confirmed that there is no crossplay at launch, but we will play the clip. This is an interview of a guy called The Rexa Show. Please go check him out. I'll post a link in the description for his video. And let's see what they have to say about crossplay.
Trying to push forward on that.
Okay, what about crossplay between the platforms for online play?
Yeah, like I'll set a little bit of expectations where it's just like we're probably not going to have it at launch, mainly because there's a lot of certification stuff that you have to do with platforms to get that done. It is something that we definitely want to do. Like it is very high because it fits our profile of what we're trying to do with our game, which is try to get you connected with your friends as easy as possible, no matter what they're on, and enjoy this game the way that you used to enjoy it.
Okay,
So
not at launch. Possibly.
yeah, I would say not at launch, but it is like literally the next thing on our list that we want to try to look into on getting ready to go. And that really is just us doing the work on getting it through platforms.
Okay.
So there you have it. From the horse's mouth, no crossplay at launch. Now, I know to some people, and the thing is, though, this is the one thing I'm terribly impressed with the Digital Eclipse team and Atari and whatnot. They are extremely switched on when it comes to having the pulse of the community. Now, obviously, Digital Eclipse is not a big, they're not a big company in terms of, like, say, compared to someone like NetherRealm. It's obviously going to take a little bit more, but I guarantee you we'll probably get crossplay in the game before, like, faster than we ever did with Mortal Kombat 1, right? So, and it sounds like that's the next thing. So they want to make sure that this collection's solid, that it gets out there. You're going to be able to play online with people on that platform. Most of my friends, we play on PC. That's going to be fine. Obviously, people that are playing against their friends on their respective platforms will be fine. So, you know, eventually, by the sounds of it, they are going to bring it in. But it's good to know. Shout out to the Rexa Show for actually asking this question, because obviously it's something that, you know, can, you know, sway people's buying decisions. And I completely get that. I'm not going to shit on anyone or say, oh, we'll just, you know, support the game anyway. If you're not a real fan or a real fan or whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is that, you know, every time somebody looks at something to buy, they have certain parameters and expectations. And if you don't, and if that product doesn't fit within those expectations, then it's okay for them to wait. It's okay for them to wait and see, and then eventually get something that, you know, that they really want to, you know, get hold of. So, so in regards to that, all I'll say is that, you know, as long as the net code is very solid, I'll be very much happy with that. You know, I am going to be getting both the collector's and deluxe edition for the collection, not for the keys, but just, you know, just to have all the actual MK type stuff, like the books, the artwork, that sort of thing. And so I'm going to have a couple of keys spare, which I should be able to do giveaways on. One, I believe, will be Steam, and the other one will be PS5. So that way you guys, like, you know, we'll run a competition, and that way you guys can duke it out. But they won't come out just yet either. That'll be, like, later on when they happen, right? So, so yeah, it'll be pretty cool. I should actually try and reach out to Digital Eclipse and ask them about if I can get some giveaway codes to run some competitions on day one, or whatnot, and see if they can, yeah, see if that might be a thing to ask them. I don't know, but yeah, ultimately, like, you know, it is a big thing, but as long as everything else is solid, I'm personally okay with it, because you got to remember, too, that there's going to be people that aren't going to play this online either. All right? There's not going to be people that are playing online. They're going to just play offline. And that's what we used to do back in the day, and then we fight our friends or we go to the arcade. All right? That's just how it was. All right? So there's a lot of us older guys that probably are still in that state, but also there's some of us older guys that do like the competitive side, want to jump online and actually play and fight against each other as well. So it'd be very interesting to see. I will do a full react to this video, because there's other stuff that's talked about in it. But I wanted to talk specifically about crossplay, because, you know, it is such a welcome feature. And as the guy stated, that there are certification processes. You know, Microsoft will have their own, Xbox will have their own, Nintendo will have their own, Steam will have their own, and then Epic Game Store will have their own too. I'm assuming it's ending up on Epic Game Store as well. So all of these things, you know, are there to, you know, to make sure that like everything is all working. So when they launch it, it'll be fine. And they might launch, like, you know, they might launch crossplay. They might launch crossplay with what do you call it? You know, like some sort of gift, you know, or something like that. But I will cover this video later, because there is quite a lot of cool stuff that this dude has asked that I was very interested in. But yeah, so as long as I know, I've seen some comments saying apparently like their rollback netcode hasn't been great with Digital Eclipse. But I guess we'll wait and see. Like everyone, you know, again, they're a smallish company. It's gonna take time. You know, some of them will, you know, obviously they've learnt over the years everything from all the way back from when they did the Street Fighter 30th, all the way up till now. There's obviously a lot of things that would have been improved upon and changed. And not only that, but also that this is a massive deal. Like this Mortal Kombat collection is getting so much hype and attention because of what it's, you know, because it's what it's achieving. It's not just giving us arcade games, it's giving us the actual like home versions. And now of course we got the first of the 4 secret games announced, which is Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is fantastic. And this is very exciting. Like, this is a very exciting time. So, you know, obviously I will be praying that crossplay does show up, because, you know, nobody, you know, things have always been expensive in the gaming space, but especially in this day and age, you don't want to, you know, sort of be locked out from being able to play with your friends and family online, you know, in a game that can support it. So, but it'll be very cool, you know, if they do bring it in. And I say if, because obviously I don't work there. I can't say yes when they bring it in. But judging by his enthusiasm on subject, it sounds definitely like that is something that is at the top of their list to be able to put forward and do. And to be honest, it's going to be great. Like, it's going to be really fucking cool. You know, I can't wait for that. And, you know, it's just, I still can't believe it's happening. Like, I honest to God, I just can't believe this is actually still happening. It's just wild, you know, that it's, you know, that we're getting not only just this amazing collection, but one of my GOAT MK games. That's just so cool. So, but anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think of this video. I'll post a link in the description for his video, and then I'll do a full react to it later, as well as some other bits and pieces, including I have to talk about the collector's editions in detail. And I will catch you guys next time. See you.